Most of my clients are just ordinary folks who perhaps they made a bad decision, perhaps they didn't. If somebody gets arrested for a drug crime, there's no bright line to say that's going to be in federal court or that's going to be in state court. I have represented hundreds of people charged with violating state and federal drug laws. I've won lots of them. Nobody wins them all. But I have a lot of happy clients out there. Anyone who's charged with a drug crime or being investigated or who has a government agency, state or federal, trying to talk to them should call a lawyer immediately. That's the first thing. Now, my advice to anybody who doesn't want to call a lawyer right now is don't talk to the government, don't talk to the cops, don't talk to the agents. They're not on your side. If they want to talk to you, it's because they want to get you into trouble. A common misperception that people have when they come to me charged with a drug crime is that if they didn't have any contact with the drugs, they can't be charged with a crime. There don't have to have existed any drugs in order for the federal government to charge somebody with a drug conspiracy. There could be no drugs existing. They could be totally fictional drugs, and the government can charge somebody with a drug conspiracy for an agreement to possess the drugs. It's the closest thing to a thought crime that we have in America. There is a political context to the war on drugs. The American people have been convinced that they should be afraid of drugs, that they should be afraid of crime resulting from drugs, that the use of drugs and the possession of drugs and the sale of drugs is a threat to them. Well, it's not. As a result of our government's policies, we see a lot of drug cases. And we fight a lot of drug cases. We have fought, and we continue to fight a lot of drug cases. One thing that I've noticed in federal court, practicing in federal court for the last 12 years, is that a lot of lawyers seem to lose steam and lose heart for the fight in federal court. And it's easy to lose heart for the fight in federal court because the deck is so stacked against the person who's accused of a crime. And I like to think that I haven't lost heart, and I like to think that I'll never lose heart for that fight. Because no matter how much the deck is stacked against my clients, if I give up, they have no hope.